Ladies, gentlemen, and Harajam of all ages, the PTR for Season 4 has officially wrapped up, and along with it we have some interesting news to talk about today. Part of this is some potential leaks for Season 4 from the PTR that we had access to, as well as a number of very telling tweets about the upcoming nature of Season 4, and some possibly quite enticing parts of that, so let's break it all down, and of course, per usual, we will start with the actual official information from the developers themselves, which this time is around just some tweets. Here we have a fun one, someone asking for essentially a guaranteed uber unique for clearing all the hardest bosses once, and Joseph Pipiora, associate game director, mentions that tormented bosses do have higher drop rates for uber uniques in general, which we are aware of, but then he says, who knows, maybe there are other ways to earn another resplendent spark or two in the season, and just the exact phrasing there feels extremely tongue-in-cheek to a very unusual degree to me. The literal way of taking this is he is acknowledging that there seems to be either a new mechanic in general or a specific seasonal effect that will let you get resplendent sparks, and thus let you craft an uber unique of your choice. The way that I am choosing to take this, just because of the tone of the message, could even be revealing something greater about Season 4. After all, if he's implying there is a seasonal reason that you could get another spark or two, that implies that it won't be on the Eternal Realm. If that's the case, then there's no real incentive for them to go half-cocked with it, so to say, so if they are implementing a specific seasonal route to bonus uber uniques, then why not go bananas with it for just that season, and say that season, if you put in some time to the seasonal mechanics, you can make every uber unique in the game without the crazy RNG grind it normally is. Maybe that's just a partial aspect of the season, or maybe it could be a larger part of it entirely, especially considering that even uber unique items can now drop with greater affixes, so just having one drop to begin with isn't even the be-all end-all of power for the respective slots anymore. All this to say, it seems like we should expect to get at least one uber unique per player for Season 4, which, especially if it is spark-based, is really awesome as true, as that means you actually get to choose which one you want. Then our second and final tweet of the day, we have a player asking if they are going to do a short Campfire chat stream or something like that to just talk about the PTR, the highs, the lows, and the feedback that they got and their plans for implementing it. But Adam Fletcher responds saying essentially, no. The next stream will be around the start of Season 4, presumably a week or two beforehand, so early May, so there is time for them to release patch notes and such afterwards. This stream will have all of the Season 4 theme information, the systems, stuff like that we currently just don't have confirmed at all. He also states that while understanding we want more streams and more information, of course, they can be resource intensive to actually create and take a fair bit of time from some important cogs in the machine, so they'd rather spend the time actually implementing the changes for now at least, and I can definitely respect that as long as the changes that come are solid, and given what my experience was on the PTR, I am willing to give them a little bit of leeway right here. It is, of course, it's very back and forth, honestly. I am by default willing to give benefit of the doubt to games and to their developers and how they change them, but then if they make a mistake like they did with them early on in this game and then they lose your trust, but then they do something massive in a positive way to get a little bit back, then they do another thing that's a mistake and lose more trust, and then they just keep doing another positive thing, and I hope that we don't continue the cycle. I hope it's all uphill from here, really. That's obviously too much to expect, but we're going in a good place right now, and I hope we at least stay here for Season 4. Then our final topic of today is a potentially quite important one, which is leaks of certain files and images from the data on the PTR servers. The first thing, without even talking about data mining, is anyone actually playing on the PTR may have noticed that when playing through the Helltide activities in the open world, occasionally when slaying a Hellborn or Blood Maiden enemy, you get Iron Wolf's reputation points. As well, when a zone is afflicted by Helltide, you can occasionally just straight up find Iron Wolf NPC groups waiting around fighting enemies in certain areas, which is quite interesting too. These two things have no real connection to anything currently in the game, and so logically this seems to be a new thing tied to the changes being made. But without further context, it's sort of hard to speculate here, but that's where the data mining comes in, giving us the further context. This right here is a symbol clearly representing the Iron Wolf's emblem. This is the same symbol from the official game text, the Book of Tyrael, and this symbol is in the new files for the PTR, as well as this minimap icon right here that was also data mined from the PTR. As for other data mined bits, we essentially know the entire progression list of the rewards for the aforementioned reputation system, being tempering manuals, boss summon materials, a bunch of armor that theoretically will have some different visuals to it so that we can get some different cosmetic looks from these. There's also elixirs, general crafting materials, all that kind of good stuff. The thing is, while a lot of people seem to be speculating this as leaks for Season 4, as in leaks of the theme of Season 4 itself, speculating that the season itself will be focused around the Iron Wolves, my personal opinion is that that is probably a misunderstanding, probably going too far into it, given everything that we've seen here, the little bits that are in-game as well, and specifically the way that the reputation system looks in terms of the rewards, what it contains. This seems to me to be a limited seasonal event, like Midwinter Blight or the Lunar Awakening event. It's a short-term change to some functionality of the game, Helltide, likely centered around that, giving you bonus rewards for interacting with it and giving you bonus reasons to do it as well as bonus activities to do in the area. It really just, to me, it smells like a 2-week holiday event type of thing, even if I can't directly tie the iron wolves to summer past the sheer concept of, well, you know, deserts. And that's pretty much it for today then, everyone. Just a couple of pretty revealing tweets about Season 4 and what is to come, as well as a talk about the leaks and data mines done on Season 4 through the PTR itself and what they revealed, and what that could mean all put together into a bit more context. I hope you've enjoyed this then, and of course let me know your own thoughts on all this stuff down in the comments below. Like if you liked the video, subscribe and hit the notification bell for more, and most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, stay sweet.
Josh, Cotton, and Hollow with the videos, dropping the humor like a hammer on your tippy toes, bringing entertainment on a daily arrangement to take our insanity and turn it into entertainment. Yes, I said entertainment twice, to reiterate that it is nice to look into your faces on a mostly daily basis when you let us in your homes to make the whole world a stage. Goodbye.